right, good evening, everyone. Welcome back on the speaker show tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, like some of you always know that Nini is always excited whenever it's Friday. I don't know why, but I think because I'm always excited to come and spend time with each and every one of you. So, I am super excited today. And not just that, but because, oh my goodness, what we have this evening, oh my goodness, we've got a powerhouse tonight. And I just can't wait to hear and hear and hear everything. And I just want you guys as well to, just get ready, get tuned for what we're going to get tonight. Okay. Trust me, it's going to be an amazing time because we've got one of the leaders of the leaders of the leaders of the leaders in the house with us tonight. Okay. So before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Nini Olafatai, and I'm the host of the Speaker Show. Now, for some of you who are just joining us for the first time, the Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. What that means, we empower, we coach, we support, we give you inspiration. We give you motivation as well because we believe that each and everyone has been created for something special and you cannot run that race by yourself. You need the right people, right platform to surround yourself with to be. And that is what the Speaker Show is for. And that is why we are here to support you, to guide you on the journey. All right. So I don't like taking much time, especially when we have guests. I don't like taking our time because I want us to spend that quality time with them. So don't worry, I will reserve all my talk. I'm going to reserve them to later. So, but please, 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 if you're joining for the first time, click on the notification button, subscribe, and please don't forget to share the video because if you find any of the video this evening, any part that that speaks life into you, please don't just keep it to yourself. Share it. Let other people too be aware of it because you never know what situation people are going in. You never know the circumstances, and you can be a light to someone. So please, I encourage you to just share, like the video, click on the notification button so you can always get more clips from us every single time. All right. So without taking much of our time, let's get into our guest. Okay. Now, you need to understand a little bit about this man that I have tonight. First of all, when we talk about a visionary, he is a visionary. And not just that alone, he's a writer, he's a director, he's a producer, he's an editor, he's a music director as well. Name it, it makes his passion all, to work every area for him. And which I think is an incredible thing. He's an authentic person, an innovation, an innovative person. And he's from Indian, so which I'm excited about because I love Indians. So all right, so we're gonna let him tell us a little bit more about himself. That's just a little bit. So we're gonna be hearing more from him tonight. So I'm gonna be bringing in our guest, my very, very dear, wonderful friend, Mr. Nicholas. Oh my goodness, welcome in our
Whoop,
midst.
whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, Lily. Thank you for that introduction. I really appreciate that. Been working hard at it. I know you said say a little bit more about myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about myself. I've been working in the film industry for the past 11 plus years now. Made 9 plus short films, and just recently my short film Cricknick 2.0 was went live this afternoon at 4:30 p.m. So finished that up. Went live worldwide on view.com. So anybody want to watch my work, it's on view.com as well as Amazon Prime. So yeah, after finishing that, I'm jumping on a call with you because you're such a great soul. It's such an inspiration to watch your show. I was watching it yesterday, and it's amazing what you're doing. And like she says, share, subscribe, and learn more and grow your potential.
Amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. That coming from me, I think that means a lot to me.
Thank you.
So thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Also, you're an amazing person as well. You're an amazing person, and I see, I read through your bio and like, chatting with you as well. I'm like, you have got so much, so much, so much, and that's so much. I want you to share a little bit with us tonight because everyone is waiting to hear from you. So we're gonna get started with, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're originally from Indian, and coming from Indian all the way down to Canada, and then having to navigate your path through. So tell us a little bit about that journey.
Uh, okay, my journey from India to Canada was a journey started by my mother. So it was her who had the dream to come to North America, and she went to U.S. first, couldn't get her green card there, and then she migrated to Canada. So that's where our journey started from, and then through that journey, she was able to call me and my brothers as dependents to Canada. And everybody would think, there goes, okay, they're millionaires now. And you and I know that it doesn't work that way. So I unfortunately, to be honest, unfortunately, I lost my brother to a car accident in 2006. Yes, there was an
Sorry.
accident. Yeah, there was an accident on QEW. So I had to leave my job. I used to work for Satyam Computers back home as an IT, tester, QA analyst, and I had to leave my job. And I made a decision to come be with my family, be with my mother, be with my brother, and take care of them. So that's how my journey started in Canada. So it wasn't an easy journey. And then after that, I had to work odd jobs for 18 months. I was working as a cashier, I was working in call centers, I was working different places. And after 18 months, I never gave up. I never gave up on my IT career. And after 18 months, I got my first interview in IT after 18 months of trying. Yes, and that's when I got my first interview, and did not get that first job. But my fourth interview was when I cracked the IT job and I started working in IT. And as a part-time hobby, I mean, in my work as well, I write documentation. So that's my strong suit. It's my forte. And I realized that writing is not that difficult. So why don't I write a tribute to my brother? Write a novel that I could publish in honor of my brother. So that's what I did. I started writing in my free time. I would write that novel, and it took me 2 or 3 years to finish the novel. And then in 2014, I sent it to a publisher, and they read the novel and said, this could be a film screenplay. It's that good.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where accidentally I fell into the film industry. And that's when my journey in the film industry started. So, a little bit about my own personality. When I decide to do something, I do everything in my power to go ahead and make it happen. And even with film industry, I knew nothing about it. Took some courses at University of Toronto, and took some technical courses for direction and production at another prestigious university, that is a prestigious institution that's known very well in Canada, all throughout the world. Actually, they've got their arms. But then I shared with the trainer, with the instructor, that I'm going to be a filmmaker and I'm going to make my first film. He asked, what have you done yet? I said, I've done nothing, but I'm confident I'm going to get funding.
I can imagine
So,
the look on his face.
yeah. So it's not just the look on his face. He was adamant. He told me, you are crazy. This is exactly what he said. You are crazy. You are not going to get funding without anything made. I said, no, I'm going to get funding. Long story short, that insult stayed with me. I
Mm,
felt a little insulted because there were 15 people in the class that day, and everybody was laughing and stuff, which is fine. I mean, you have to be willing to hear the reality of life sometimes, right?
yeah.
And that's what that insult stayed with me. And then I decided, you know what? This guy said, I can't get funding, right? I'm going to go and make that film and make it so well that he will hear my name someday on the TV.
Wow.
And see, today I'm sitting with you and doing this interview now.
Wow, wow, wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. The fact that you were passion driven, I think is
Mm,
incredible. That little passion that, let me just write something, let me write something to my brother, and look at where it led you to today.
mm.
I think that's amazing. Imagine you've been like, I don't want to write, maybe I don't want to write anything for my brother. Probably you won't be here today. You know that? So, the fact that you followed that passion, you followed your heart, you know
Mhm.
it is incredible. I gotta give you that, honestly speaking.
Thank
And
you.
going back now, I'll tell you this. I think the topic actually, like, it works well with you. Because we're deliberating about it, so it
Yeah.
works well with you actually.
Yeah. See, that's why I said nothing when you gave me the topic.
Okay, so let's get into that. Okay, so tell me, when we talk about like maximizing your potential, you're an example of that. You've grown, from 11 years ago to now. That's a huge journey. That's a decade of a journey. So
Mhm.
tell me, like, how has that journey be for you? Like, in the sense that, like, reaching your potential as an individual, like, what does that mean to you personally while you were walking through this journey?
Okay, so why I'm working through this journey is beyond me. When I say beyond me, I mean I have a higher purpose. I believe everybody's got a higher purpose, right? And
Absolutely.
I strongly believe in that. And my higher purpose is to make films that are socially conscious, socially relevant on social subjects, social evils. It could be things happening in the society. So those kind of conversations, I want to start conversations for people who are marginalized. Because there was a time when I was looked as a marginalized person. Thanks be to God, that situation has changed now. But these people have stories too, and they need a voice.
Yes.
And I have decided that I am going to be that voice.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love that. I love that. Real quick, I remember like a couple of weeks ago, we're sharing this on the show here. And I was saying that, sometimes when we talk about success, that success is given, even though people say it is earned, it can be earned, but it is given because other people, someone gave you the opportunity. And that's exactly what you're doing. And that makes me really, really happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Uh,
really good. That's
Yes.
incredible.
On that topic, I wanted to give a shout out to Terry. Terry is a mentor and the first filmmaker who gave me my first opportunity in filmmaking, Terry Mills at Eat Mills Productions. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. And, thank you, brother.
That's good. Okay, so tell me, can you describe a moment when you felt most alive, capable, and empowered in your journey?
Yes. I felt the most alive, capable, and inspired in my journey when I finished the shoot of my first short film.
Hmm.
And when I say I finished the shoot of my first short film, I was doing 22 hours in 24 hours. I was managing the whole team. There were close to 12 people on my team in counting the cast and crew, and I was managing that without knowing anything about filmmaking. I mean, I took some courses, but this is my first rodeo.
Mhm.
So, and then we also shot at Ryerson, which is now known as Toronto Metropolitan University. So we shot at TMU. We chose their auditorium because it fit the vision we wanted for the film,
Mhm.
and there we had, I think, 35 extras.
Mhm.
So 15 people on 12 people on my team, as well as 35 extras. That's like 50 people I have to manage and
Mhm.
feed and direct and everything. So when I choose a challenge, I don't take on small challenges. I take on big challenges. I have a big vision, and I believe these voices deserve a big vision. And yeah, so once I finished the filming of that day, and the we called it a wrap on principal photography.
Mhm.
That was the time I let everybody, even the last person, leave from TMU, the auditorium. And then I went on my knees and I prayed to God, thank you for everything you've done for me, giving me health and giving me the opportunity to be able to fund this farm and make it happen, because I know what the product was. I knew that it's going to be an award-winning film, and it won me 6 Best Director awards and 2 Best Film awards across the world.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing. Amazing.
yeah.
That's good. I like that. So tell me, what would you say to, like, to people who are just growing in this journey, to people who are just becoming something,
Mm.
they have passion, but yet, they're not there yet. Like, what kind of encouragement would you give to them?
The first thing I would tell them is believe in your ability. Believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, like that instructor told me, I could have broken down and shrunk down and sat at the end of the class and call it like, okay, this is insulting, I'm not doing anything. But
Mhm.
I believed in myself in that moment. And I said to myself, to heck with you, I'm going to make this happen.
Mhm.
You are not going to help me, that's okay, but I will figure out a way. So believe in yourself is step number one. Number two, I think the number one thing that you can do is believe in God. Number two is believe in yourself. Number three is, when you have that passion, it's like energy in shut in the bones of babies, right? They
Mhm.
need to expend it. They
Mhm.
need a space to expend that energy. So when you have that passion, when you're inspired, I call it inspired action. I don't believe in action. I believe inspired action. Within your being, you start feeling that, okay, I have to take this action. I have to take this action. And when that's happening in your life, go and take that action. What's stopping you?
Mhm.
I think Tom Cruise, I was watching Tom Cruise's interview a few days back, and I was watching, and he won the Oscar. Amazing. That man gave his life, his soul to enrich our lives, for 40 plus years. So thank you, Tom. Appreciate everything you've done for us. But I was listening to his speech, and he was saying, when you want, have a plan and then take action, and
Mhm.
for that action, there may be things that you do not know right
Mhm.
now. But
Mhm.
what is it that you can do to make that plan come and become a reality?
Mhm.
Okay, so make steps. People, organize people write down to-do lists, right? To-do lists.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what I used to do when that belief was bleak, because nobody believed in me, in the start nobody believed in me, and then it was my crew and cast that believed in me from Bro Binny,
Mhm.
and that's where the journey started. But before that, not many people believed in me. So uh, when you believe in yourself and you take action and write down what it is that you need to learn. Okay, you want to make a poster for your firm, you don't have the budget. Okay, can you learn how to make a poster, right? Graphic design is not that difficult nowadays.
Mhm.
Can you learn how to edit? I ran out of budget. I spent a lot of money on my film, and then I got feedback from people, but I did not have the budget to hire an editor again because I spent a lot of money. When I say a lot of money, close to 50 grand. So a lot of money on a short film. So
Mhm.
I didn't have the money. I ran out of budget. So I said, okay, what can I do? And then I followed what I'm preaching. I said, I'm going to learn how to edit by myself. And there
Mhm.
used to be a software called Wondershare Filmora. I
Mhm.
think it's still there.
Mhm.
It's not that difficult to learn. It's not as technical as Adobe Premiere Pro or some other softwares, DaVinci Resolve and all that stuff.
Mhm.
It's a little bit easier to learn, but the quality of it is also equally to that power, right?
Mhm.
So I then took all that feedback, and over 3 months I learned how to edit, and I edited out a story on the film. It was a 30-minute film, and then I edited it into 14 minutes and change, because film festivals were not picking it up at 30 minutes. It's hard to show, right? The
Mhm.
sweet spot for film festivals is 10 minutes or 12 minutes. So in 14 minutes I was able to tell an equally strong story. So I did that, and then I took on some other challenges. Like just today, I was working on a poster, and just recently I figured out how to make them look better and better. So number four you can do is sharpen your tools. When
Yes.
I say sharpen your tools, I
Mhm.
mean you can't be doing the quality of work you were doing. Say you were 15 and now you're 40 years old. I'm 40. But I can't be doing the same quality work I was doing when I was 25. Right?
Mhm.
It's obsolete. I mean, people won't watch that same thing.
Yes.
They won't like that same thing. So you
Mhm.
have to sharpen your tools. You
Mhm.
have to learn. You have to learn. You have to grow as an individual, and you have to practice what you're learning. That
Mhm.
is key. That is where the magic happens, and that's when you understand. Okay, this is working. This is not working. Things like that. So those are my thoughts on the topic. Yeah.
Wow, wow. It's so wonderful, like very wonderful, because I believe that anything you want to do in life, it all start from your heart. And
Hmm.
if you can get hold of your heart, you believing in yourself,
Hmm.
it goes a long way, because no
Hmm.
matter what people tell you, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the challenges are, you are still going to overcome, because you believe, and you know that there is someone up there is a God up there who is going to make it happen for you. So which I really admire that a lot in your journey, in that you put everything together, and you just didn't walk alone, which
Yeah.
is beautiful. Like that's really good. That's really good. And
Yeah.
another thing that you said that I think also that is very important, that sharpening your mind, sharpening your
Hmm.
tools, is very, very, you got to keep upgrading, you got to keep growing.
Yes.
You can't, my mentor usually says, Sandeep Manas is going to be like, the amount that made you to make $500,000 is not the same mindset that is going to get you to make $1 million. And
Hmm.
then if you make $1 million, not the same mindset is going to make you to $2 million. So, which means that you need to keep growing, you need to keep sharpening your mind, you need to know where you're going. So, which I think is very, very important that you set that, and it covers every aspect of one's life. It doesn't matter either business wise, either work wise, personally, you just have to keep growing so you can be relevant, so you can be there, when they call on you. So thank you for mentioning that. That's very, very important. All right, so let's get going. Okay, so for all my guests, sorry, I'm going to take a little minute. If you do have any question regarding what he's saying, please, please, please drop your question. He's going to be taking them. He's an experience. Maybe probably you're just going to get into the movie industry, or maybe like, maybe there's just something that he has said or he spoke about that actually resonate with you. Please, please, please drop your comment. We're going to be taking them later on. All right. So let's get going. So I have another question for you. And then after that, then we're going to talk about, what you're actually really, really into. And I'm really interested in that. And I want you to make it an open conversation with us. So get ready for that. Okay. So, real quick. So, my question is this. So, what internal or external barriers have you faced in realizing your potential?
Uh, Internal or external barriers that I faced in realizing my potential. So, one big barrier that I faced as a burns victim, as you can see, I have some burns scars from my childhood. They look like a sexy tattoo now, but
And the white people would think it's fashion. I bet
yeah,
you.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember. I mean, when I work out, there was a time when. So one more barrier, like external barrier. I used to be extremely shy in the society when I went out. Never took out my shirt and all that stuff because of I felt conscious about it. But then there was one day I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And and I was working out in my gym, and I said I'm gonna take out my shirt and I'm gonna have a good time. And and a lot of people asked me what happened, and then one of them told me it wasn't me making it up. It was somebody who told me this looks like a sexy tattoo bed. Where can I get it? Yeah, yeah. Somebody told me, where can I get this tattoo? And I said, I said, you don't want to go there. Yeah. So as a child, I was 11 years old when this accident happened. So as you can understand, it was a lot of internal trauma that happened after that. It took me 3 years, actually 2 years, to go back to school because I felt so conscious, and the burns were severe. I had third degree burns, right? So they were very visible, and very my skin became very grainy and scar oriented and stuff like that. So I felt very conscious about it. I felt very down on myself and stuff like that. And I used to not be like that. I was a very happy-go-lucky kind of a kid, making friends and things like that. And after this happened, I went into a cocoon. I went into a shell, and it took me. It wasn't until my I finished my twelfth grade,
Hmm,
when I started opening up again.
hmm,
And I went to a college called Karunya Institute of Technology,
hmm,
and it's a Christian college. So I'm thankful that for the opportunity to have gone there. And it was there that I started opening up once again and started becoming myself. Because when God works is able to come back into your life and work through you, then
hmm.
he will find a way. Like this living scripture says, come to me as you are.
Yes.
That's such a beautiful saying. I mean, I may be a sinner, I may be the filthiest person in the world, right? But
Mm-hmm.
still the living scripture says, come to me as you are.
Hmm.
So and I started coming out of my shell, and started having fun again. And I'm a very happy person, and a very jovial person, crack a lot of jokes and make people laugh and stuff. So I was known to do that even in my college days, and so I faced a lot of internal and external challenges. And
Mhm.
it was through time and through uh, guidance from my parents, from people who invested in me, and from people who taught me through their experiences that I was able to overcome those challenges.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. First of all, I'm going to say thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot of people have issues, a lot of people have scars there.
Mhm.
Even up to today, the confidence is not there. It kills them every time. Probably it's something that it didn't even cause by themselves. Maybe it's something they didn't even plan to happen, and it takes a lot of people. You have no idea how many dreams are being shattered just
Mhm.
because of something like this. And then the fact that you were able to come out, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I encourage each and everyone out there, that might have a scar, that might have anything, that is holding them back, to just be themselves.
Mhm.
Just free your mind and just let your dream flies. Don't let anything hold you down. Don't let anything limit you from becoming whatever you decide that you want to become. This Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. Honestly, you have no idea. Thank you. I appreciate
No
that a lot.
worries.
All right, so we're gonna move to my next question, and then we're gonna be going into the next thing. Okay. All right. So my next question for you is that what practice or habit have you stay connected to your goal?
Sorry, could
What
you repeat that question?
what practice or what habit has helped you to stay connected to your goals, your dreams, your value?
Uh, the most important thing, I believe, I read the book Secret, and read the book Believe and Achieve, uh, and some other books as well, some other good books, that helped me grow as a person from within. And what I do when I have a vision, when I have a goal, I put it up on my vision board. I have something called as a vision board.
Mhm,
It's nothing. It's just a fancy name for a sketchboard or something like that. You could get it at a dollar store. You don't
mhm,
have to go too expensive and stuff. And put it in front of you where you will see it every day.
mhm,
And what happens, it triggers your subconscious.
mhm,
It triggers your subconscious to constantly think about, how am I going to achieve that goal? I have that goal. It could be a big goal, it could be a small goal. I mean, everybody's goals are relatively big for them, right?
yes.
So it could be, I mean, don't judge yourself by what other people want you to do. I mean, some people have big goals and they have big dreams and big aspirations. Some people have smaller goals and smaller aspirations. They like to live a simple life. So it's whatever they choose to do, right?
Mhm,
So take that goal, put it on your vision board, draw it, sketch it, whatever makes you remember it, and
mhm,
put it in a place where you can see it day after day. Because what's going to happen is that's going to get into your subconscious, and it's going to make you remember, have I done that? And the
mm,
other powerful thing that I learned was to date that goal.
mm.
So
Wow.
you have to date that goal. So give it. So if it's a big goal and you think you're going to achieve it in 3 years, break it down into smaller goals. So
Mm,
I had a goal to own my first property when I came to Canada, and I put it up on my vision board. And
mm,
then I realized that this is going to take some work, this is going to take some effort. And then I broke it down into smaller chunks. And I
mhm,
said, okay, to buy a house, I need a job. I put that on my vision board,
mhm,
a well-paying job, of course.
mhm,
So I put that on my vision board. Number two, I'm going to need a mortgage broker. Number three, I'm going to need a real estate realtor. So these kind of things, you break that down into actionable small steps, and
Mm-hmm.
then date each of that step, date
Mm-hmm.
it, and say, okay, I'm going to get a job within the next 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Market is a little bit slow right now, so I feel your pain, all the students out there, and everybody suffering with unemployment. I feel your pain. It may take longer, but put a date. You could always change that date, right? So put a date that you feel within yourself that you think is good. I can
Yes.
do this within, I can achieve this within this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so put that date and relative dates. So put those dates on each and every one of those steps, and
Mm-hmm.
then uh, you know take that step and put it in other places of your home. What I used to do, I took a piece of paper, I wrote down, I need to get a job between by 6 months in IT field, in my own field, and then I put it on my mirror, bathroom mirror, and every day, yeah, and every day I woke up and used the bathroom, freshened
Mm-hmm.
up, and everything like that. I would see that there, and I would be like, okay, how much time do I have left? So it would make me think. It would subconscious mind works that way, and you engage your subconscious. A lot of people, when you do this reading and stuff, self-help books, they help. So read them. But from what I've learned from the self-help books, is they say that the subconscious is more stronger and
Yes.
more powerful than the conscious mind.
Yes.
And when you subconsciously start thinking about something, then what happens is internally your process starts to change, and your
Mm-hmm.
mindset starts to adapt to that
Yes.
subconscious goals. And your mind, there's a saying called, what you believe you can achieve.
Yes.
Yeah, so you start believing in that, and
Mm-hmm.
then slowly your mind will figure out a way. It will, what you conceive, you can achieve, sorry. So you, once you start conceiving it in your mind, then you will go towards achievement. But
Yes.
for that, you have to take inspired action, like I told you before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's very, very good. Okay, so we're gonna go on a quick break right now, and then we're gonna be right back, and then we're gonna be getting into you, and then we take our questions and we'll minimize our time. All
Okay.
right. So we'll be right back in a second.
Thank you.
All right. So we are right back. Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing. Oh my God. The audience, you guys are doing wonderful. Okay, so now we're gonna get into what you're working on right now. I know we talked
Mhm.
about it briefly,
Mhm.
and I just want you to bring it up. Let's deliberate on it. So let's hear you out.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So what I'm working on right now, I have a 5 project slate. I was talking to you about one of my projects the other day, Shabo, which comes from Shashi, who's a South Indian girl, and how she helps a homeless man, an African homeless man, Tabo, and it's a romantic comedy. How they start their relationship, because it's a very odd romance, right? Nobody would even think of that, and so I thought of that. Yeah, so I thought of that, and like I told you, these people, I went to Oshawa, to Memorial Park when I was researching, and I saw the homelessness is rampant down there, and more than that, people think that normal people think that these people are not part of society, but
Mm,
I believe that's different. I believe they are part of society.
mhm,
All it takes is a helping hand. All it takes is a little bit of education. All it takes is a little bit of compassion to lift their spirits up, and then things can change. Things can change. So, Shabo is that kind of a project, and it's a socially conscious project again. And now, when I'm making socially conscious projects, I make sure I entertain my audiences thoroughly.
mhm,
Because if I'm telling it in a very boring, unappealing, unappetizing way, then everybody's like, no, I know what it is. I'm not going there. But if
mhm,
I'm making them laugh, I'm making them have a good time, I'm making them understand what these people are going through, and
mhm.
connecting with the audiences. Once I start connecting with the audiences on a human level, on an emotional level, then how
Yes.
they feel, they don't forget how they feel. Maybe years go by, but they don't forget that this project made them feel something connected, something special from within. So that's the kind of vision I have. And the other project that I'm consciously working upon writing right now, the Shabo, I pitched to Bell TV, so waiting to hear back from them. But Cricknick was the project that I sent to you.
Mhm.
Cricknick 2.0. It's a cricket-based project. It's a sports-based project, fun project, and everybody put their heart and soul into it. And the short film has won me and my team a lot of accolades. We also got the Canadian Choice Award nomination this year for my production house. So really appreciated that, and we loved that our hard work is paying off. But just today, it was launched worldwide on view.com. So anybody wants to watch it, yeah, anybody wants to watch it can watch it there. And my other projects, like Bro Bini, my first project, is available on Amazon Prime. So if you'd like to support me, please check it out. I'd appreciate that.
Amazing. Amazing. That's good. So you know what you're gonna do for me, because I know people are gonna reach out to me later on. So
Mm,
you're gonna send it to me and then we're gonna post it.
sure.
So for anyone who is interested, we're gonna post it at the bottom of the video when you go on YouTube. So you
Mm,
can find all the informations there. And then if there's anyone, and then if you want to contact him, you can let us know. And then you can speak with him directly. And yeah, if you do have any questions. Okay. So thank you for sharing that with us. So, real quick, we're going to be going into our question because our time is pretty fast spent. So, we're not going to be taking all the questions today. So, all right. So, let's scroll through and see what we've got right here. So,
I'm
someone
looking for naughty questions. I'm looking for naughty questions.
so someone said here that okay, so there's too many. Okay, all right. So, do you train people as DOP? Do you train people?
Do I train people as DOP? No, I am not a DOP. I just work as a cameraman and cinematographer on my own projects, small projects that I do just to keep myself busy and, keep my tools sharp and things like that. So I use my cell phone camera and things. So DOP is not the my expertise.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, I
Yeah.
hope that answered the person's question. All right. So someone else said here that do you surround yourself? Okay, do people you surround yourself inspire you in any way? Well, that's a
Yes,
good question.
absolutely. That's a great question. That's an excellent question. Because as young people, when I was growing up and I was young, and I'm still young. Okay. But yeah, when I was younger, I should say when I was
That
younger.
makes sense.
Yes, yes. Words have power, words have power. So when I was younger,
Mhm,
I used to sometimes associate with the wrong people.
mhm,
But then I figured out who the wrong influences are, and I tried to stay away from them. I'm still good to them and things. I'm gentleman like with them and stuff. But you know, I had a rough childhood, and I told you one of my experiences as a child. So I
mhm,
had a rough childhood, and I lost my childhood where I could have done so many things, right?
mhm.
And I don't want to lose my young life as well, following the wrong things and chasing after the wrong things, money, women and all that stuff. I shouldn't say anything wrong about it. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's like fire. Fire
Mhm,
is good within boundaries. And
mhm.
once it gets out of boundaries, is when it can destroy you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I do, and I always make sure people around me are inspiring. I hang out with people, like-minded people and things like that, who are achieving something, going somewhere in life, and things like that. So it's a great question, and yes, you should aspire to be with people who inspire you, and you should aspire to be like that, and
Mhm.
one day be better than them.
That's it. I like
Yes.
that. I like the way you
Yeah.
hang that up.
Mm.
Okay, so we're gonna roll. So there's someone else that says that what can a person do if they don't achieve their goal? So basically, you've talked so much about goal achieving and all those things like that. So what can a person do if they don't achieve their goals?
Okay, so that's a tricky question, but I'm going to make it very simple for you, because there are times when I sit in that same boat as well.
Mhm,
So there are times when I put all my heart and soul into it, and still that goal doesn't come about, right?
mhm,
First, I give myself a couple of days to get my head straight.
mhm.
Okay, because these things, when you're giving your heart and soul and it still doesn't happen, it hurts sometimes. It's
Yes.
hurt sometimes. So accept that it will hurt when you put your heart and soul into it and it doesn't happen. It will hurt. So give yourself a day, a couple of days, to simmer it. And that's when, in that simmering process, you start to understand where you could have done better.
Mhm,
And then these people from the previous question that you hang out with, that inspire you, these are your friends, so you can reach out to them.
yes.
You can reach out to them for advice. You can
Mhm,
reach out to them to talk to them. You can reach out to them to converse. So, and then you get perspective.
mhm,
You get perspective. And once you get perspective, then now you have the knowledge as to, okay, maybe this could have been done. Maybe this could have been done. You have 4 or 5 different opinions and advices, right? So
mhm,
validate which one you should be, which prioritize those advices, and
mhm,
attack. After those 2 days of rest, you
mhm.
have to get back up. If you don't know what that is, go watch Rocky. Rocky Balboa.
That's
Rocky
a good
Balboa.
one. That's a good
Yes,
one. That's a
yes,
very good
yes,
one.
yes. Rocky Balboa will teach you what getting back up is. So go watch Rocky. But jokes apart, get back up, and you cannot win. You cannot learn swimming by sitting out of the water, right?
Wow. Yes.
So in order to learn swimming, you have to get back into the water. It might scare you at first, yes, and you
Mhm,
won't succeed in day one, but
mhm,
you have to get back in the water. So go back, get back up, and take up that new perspective and start creating new goals for yourself, new timelines, and then attack that small pieces of chunks that you break it down into, attack them one by one, and you will figure it out. You will figure it out. You might fail once, you might fail twice, you might fail. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times, but he did not give up.
Yes, I like that.
And when you give up,
Mhm.
that is when you become a failure. But if you don't give up, no matter how many thousands of times you failed as well, someday you will figure it out.
Yes, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, we won't be able to take all the questions because we're running out of time.
Mhm.
So, all right. So, any questions that's on here, I can I'm gonna relate it with you,
Okay.
and then we'll find a way to respond to the individual, or maybe probably we can put it on the comment section so where people can as well see that, because I know there are important questions that we need to
Yes.
talk about. So, but just because of time, we won't be able to do that. All
Okay.
right. So it's been an amazing time. I don't want to
Thank you.
go home. You know, sometimes you remember before your first show, or when you go your first show, and then you're like, "Oh my god, it's so good! I don't want to go home." So,
Yeah, I have that influence on people.
so it's like I don't want to go home, but unfortunately, I just have to go home. So, honestly, it's been an amazing time with you. It's been an
Thank you.
amazing and incredible time with you.
Thank
There's
you.
so much information that you're giving us tonight, and I want to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here with us. I really do appreciate it. And before you go tonight, I just want you to give my audience, either young, old, how it doesn't matter. I just want you to give my audience one word of inspiration.
Uh, it's difficult to put it in one word, but imagination. In
Hmm.
this world with ChatGPT and all the tools that AI has brought forth, I think the only difference between people who are going to make it and who are going to stay at the sidelines is imagination.
Hmm. Hmm. That's powerful. That's
Yeah.
powerful. Thank you. So,
Thank you.
to everyone, if you can imagine, then you can become it. So,
Right. Yes.
so thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Nini. Have a
You're
good one.
All right, everyone. Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing show tonight. Honestly, I don't want to go home. All right. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for staying tuned with us from the beginning to the end. I just want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are phenomenal. And I just can't do this without you guys. So thank you so much for your support, for your love. But most importantly, I just want you to understand something, that you can't hear all this information and keep it to yourself. I think it's unfair if you do that. So please do share the videos, share it with your friends. You never know who is going through anything. I've always said this on the show. You just don't know the situation people are in. So if you are able to share a little word of inspiration to them, it can be a life saving. You don't know. So please share the video. Don't just keep it to yourself. Don't just listen to it as regular Fridays. You listen and that's it. Try to share. Please and please and please, and subscribe on the channel, so you can get more notification from us every single time when we're going live, or maybe when we upload a video. So without being said, it's been a very wonderful show, and I just want to say, just to cap everything that you said, that to finish it all, believe in yourself, and very importantly, imagination is there. If you can imagine it, you can become it. If you can think about it, you can become it. So don't let anyone pass any negative thought into your mind to poison it. Don't do that. Don't give room for that. Identify the right people in your life and let go of the wrong ones so you can have a better life. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to feel sorry for you if you don't become it. They will be the same person, the same set of people to talk about you later on when you don't achieve it. So tell me, why are you proving yourself for? You need to prove yourself for yourself. With that being said, I want to say a very big thank you one more time. And I remain your host, your one and only, Nini Olafatai. Thank thank you for joining me tonight on the Speaker Show. And I will see you all again next week. And until then, I just want to say bye for now, everyone. Have a very wonderful evening. Bye.